in this time, do not ever forget to recite Salawat. Just remember this. You know, people say, look, give us a dhikr, give us something to recite. The best thing, why is Salawat the best thing? Because it's the most jami' of any dhikr. Why is that? If you sit there reciting Allah, 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 Salawat has Allah, Allahumma salli ala. Tawheed is there, Muhammad, Nabuwa is there, Al Muhammad, Wilaya and Imamat is there. All of your aqeedah is in that Salawat. So now let me tell you a story to emphasize it. It's a guy by the name of Sheikh Ali Masumi Hamadani, big scholar in Hamadan. He says, I was sitting there once after praying, leading the salah. He goes, as you finish praying, right, people come and they shake your hand. He says, as they came, shook my hand. I saw one guy come to me and there was a scent coming out of his body, and I knew this scent was malakuti. So I go up to him and I ask him, he says, what cologne are you using? What aftershave are you using? He looks at me, he goes, Sheikh, I don't use any aftershave. He goes, listen son, you know exactly what I mean. You know what I'm trying to get at. He goes, this is malakuti. He says, how? Give me the story. He says, look, you know, I'm not a special person. I'm just like everybody else. I go to school, I come back. But there's something I do, and that's, I recite a lot of salawats in the daytime. He goes, one night I went to sleep. He says, in my dream I saw Rasulullah. We were gathered there. Rasulullah says, all those people who recite salawat the most stand up. He goes, nobody stood up. So Rasulullah himself said, again he said, look, that person recites the most salawat, get up. He goes, nobody stood up again. So Rasulullah looked and he looked at me and he said, why don't you stand up? He says, Rasulullah, I don't know if I give them. He said, no, you stand up. Stood up. He goes, he says, when Rasulullah kissed me, on the place where he kissed me, from that day onwards, there's a beautiful scent that comes out of my body. That is the power of salah. In the words of Ayatollah Bahjat, when somebody came, they said, oh, my daughter's not getting married, she's getting of age. He says, don't worry. I want you to start reciting salawat. Recite as much as you can, and you know what? If you feel that is too much, then just recite istighfar as well. Rotate between these two. So they did. Believe you me, we were there. Within a week he comes back, he goes, literally yesterday a good proposal has come for my daughter. Why? Power of salawat. You just need to make the intention, right? This is what ulama have said. If ever you have a health issue or any other issue, do a nazr for Imam Musa ibn Ja'far, 10,000 salawats, for argument's sake. But don't ever underestimate the power of salawat. Salawat is extremely powerful. One of the things it does is it increases your life, and it protects you from bala coming down. If you can give salawat on each one of the ma'sumin, 7 days of the week, right? If you look at our books of dua, you see every day is mansoob. Today, for example, Imam al-Zaman. Some days has 2 imams, some days has 1, maybe some days have 3. Use those days to send salawat and salam on your imam. Because no, that's how connection is made. Every imam supplements some part of you.